Who is Alexandra Eala, Rafa Nadal Academy graduate creating history at Miami Open for the Philippines. 3.5 years on from Emma Raducanu's stunning rise from qualifier to U.S. Open champion, another teenager is having a fairy tale run on American hard courts. Alexandra Eala, a 19-year-old from the Philippines, will break into the world's top 100 for the first time after an incredible tournament at the Miami Open. Awarded a wild card in Miami, she has more than made the most of it, beating 3 Grand Slam champions, new Australian Open champion Madison Keys, 2017 French Open winner Jelena Ostapenko, and 5-time major winner Iga Swiatek, en route to the semifinals in Florida. And she has the chance to break even more new ground should she beat 4th seed Jessica Pegula later on Thursday to reach the final. The teenager has already made history as the first player from the Philippines to reach a WTA 1000 semifinal, and has become the first player ranked outside the top 100 to defeat Swiatek in 4 years. Her brilliant run is not wholly out of nowhere though, as she lifted the U.S. Open girls singles title in 2022, becoming the first Filipino player to win a junior Grand Slam in singles, and reached a high of 2nd in the junior rankings in 2020. A talented doubles player, she also lifted the French Open and Australian Open girls doubles trophies. But converting top form as a junior into success as a professional is easier said than done. A graduate of the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Eala moved to Spain aged 13 to train and had the backing of none other than Rafa's uncle Tony Nadal in her box for her win over Swiatek. She only graduated from the academy in 2023, with the Pole a guest of honor at the ceremony. A lefty like 22-time major winner Nadal himself, Eala demonstrated both clean ball striking and incredible composure to close out a runaway first set against the world No. 2 and stick with her in a topsy-turvy second full of swings of momentum. The Pole won 3 games in a row, but an impassive-looking Eala fought back, staying cool and calm until victory was hers, and only then shedding a few tears as the enormity of her achievement hit her. Her cool head and ability to rush her opponent, standing far inside the baseline to receive second serves and taking time away from them, has served her well this week. Despite a fairly weak serve, which is vulnerable to being broken, she has yet to drop a set, although her quarterfinal match was a walkover as Paula Badosa withdrew with a back injury. All the more impressively, until this week, Eala had only made rare appearances in the main draw on the WTA Tour, mostly plying her trade on the second-tier ITF. She had only won 1 match at a WTA 1000 tournament before this, beating 41st-ranked Lisa Tsurenko in the first round of the Madrid Open last year. Her 4-match winning streak in Miami has equaled the best result by a wildcard at the tournament since the women's draw was introduced in 1985, that of Justine Henin, who made the semis in 2010, and Victoria Azarenka in 2018. Not bad company for the world No. 140, who will move up to around 75th in the world at the close of play in Miami, regardless of whether she can reach a maiden tour final or not, and make more history in the process. It's been a fairy tale story for the teenager, and it looks like this magical run won't be the last the tennis world sees of her. At just 18 years old, Alexandra Eala is already making waves in the world of professional tennis. A name that was once known mainly within the junior circuits, Eala has quickly catapulted herself into the global spotlight with her stunning performances at the 2025 Miami Open, cementing her place as one of the most exciting young talents on the WTA Tour. As the first Filipino woman to make a deep run in such a prestigious tournament, Eala's journey has inspired many, both within the Philippines and beyond. But while her story is one of triumph and promise, it is also a tale of dedication, hard work, and the belief that dreams can be achieved with the right mix of talent, coaching, and perseverance. The early years. A star is born. Born in Manila, Philippines, Alexandra Eala's connection with tennis began at a young age. Her father, a former tennis player, introduced her to the sport when she was just 7 years old. From the moment she picked up a racket, Eala's natural ability was evident. She possessed a keen sense of the game, with an instinctual ability to read rallies and adjust her strategy accordingly. Eala quickly progressed through the junior ranks, first capturing attention in local tournaments, and then making a name for herself on the international stage. Her rise was swift. By her mid-teens, she was already being recognized as one of the brightest young stars in Filipino tennis. But it wasn't just her technical ability that set Eala apart. She displayed a level of maturity and composure on the court that belied her age. Even when facing opponents much older and more experienced, Eala stood her ground with a fierce determination and mental strength. Her story, however, truly began to take shape when she was given the incredible opportunity to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain. The Rafa Nadal Academy, nurturing talent. The Rafa Nadal Academy has become a globally recognized institution, serving as the breeding ground for some of the best tennis players in the world. For Eala, this was a game-changing moment in her career. Accepted into the academy as a scholarship student, she was given access to world-class coaching, state-of-the-art facilities, and a community of young athletes that would push her to reach new heights. The decision to attend the Rafa Nadal Academy was a pivotal one for Eala, working under the guidance of experienced coaches and benefiting from the philosophy of one of the sport's greatest players, Rafael Nadal. Eala's game transformed. The Academy's rigorous training programs helped refine her technical skills, especially her serve and forehand, while also focusing on the mental fortitude required to succeed at the highest levels of tennis. Eala's natural game was complemented by the resilience and work ethic instilled in her at the Academy, and by the time she entered the professional circuit, it was clear she was not just another promising junior player. She was someone capable of achieving greatness. Breaking through at the Miami Open, a historic run. When Alexandra Eala received a wildcard entry to the 2025 Miami Open, few outside of her immediate circle expected her to make a significant impact. After all, the tournament was packed with heavyweights, including some of the best players in the world. But from the moment Eala stepped onto the court, she showed she was more than ready to take on the challenge. Eala's performances in Miami were nothing short of spectacular. She demonstrated a unique combination of aggression and composure, taking on seasoned veterans with confidence. In her opening match, Eala defeated an experienced player, showcasing her powerful ground strokes and tactical brilliance. With each victory, her belief grew stronger, and her game became more fluid and more dangerous. However, it was her shocking win over world No. 2 Iga Swiatek in the quarterfinals that truly made the tennis world sit up and take notice. Eala's win was a masterclass in precision, mental strength, and grit. Against Swiatek, one of the most dominant players of the modern era, Eala's aggressive baseline game, combined with her exceptional footwork and strategic shot selection, left Swiatek with little room to breathe. The 6-4, 6-3 victory stunned fans and experts alike, as Eala had proven she was no longer just a young hopeful. She was a legitimate threat on the WTA Tour. Eala's progress through the tournament was marked by her poise under pressure, a quality that seemed to define her game. Even when faced with the immense pressure of playing in one of the most high-profile tournaments in the world, she remained calm, focused, and ready to execute her game plan. Her ability to maintain her composure, despite being the underdog in nearly every match, spoke volumes about her maturity as a player.